So we're gonna pivot to the Diddy. The Diddy investigation. I have an article here I'm gonna read. It's gonna give us a little synopsis of what's been going on and what things have been missed. If people are not familiar with the Diddy investigation, Sean Puffy Combs. Let's figure out what's going on. So this is an article from Fox 5 New York. So I'll read it. I'll get Chris's reaction, and then we'll go from there. All right. The slew of lawsuits accusing Sean Diddy Combs of sexual assault, sex trafficking, and other charges are shocking and disturbing. Months after they were filed, some still wanted to believe the motive was money, not justice. But on March 25th, federal raids on his Los Angeles compound and Miami homes changed everything. Combs continues to categorically deny all the accusation, but the feds, for the first time, confirmed a criminal investigation is underway. It's a game changer because now the stakes are much higher, and his very freedom could be on the line. On March 25th, the image of armored vehicles rolling along the tree line street of wealthy Homeby Hills shocked viewers. In video from Fox 11, Homeland Security agents in tactical gear with long guns were seen lining up in what's called a stack at the gate to Combs' $40 million compound, acting on search warrants. Diddy's attorney Aaron Dyer called the raids a gross overuse of military-level force. The equipment was most likely the result of concerns about guns and drugs on the property, said Homeland Security expert Hal Kempfer, who's a former intelligence officer. We're looking at HSI going in kind of heavy armored vehicles, ballistic protection, assault rifles, basically with a lot of other things that they needed because they were very concerned about the threat assessment of what was there, Kemper said. So who is Sean Diddy Combs? For several decades following the murder in 1997 of his Bad Boy Records superstar artist Notorious B.I.G., Combs has been a larger-than-life figure. He sets trends in music, fashion, lifestyle, and branding as a businessman and entrepreneur. He's appeared on Broadway and in feature films. He applied his music industry honed marketing skills to his Sean John clothing line, Ciroc Vodka, Revolt TV, and other ventures before the lawsuit compelled many entities to cancel their association with him. Diddy was the untouchable man. He was on the Mount Rushmore of hip-hop moguls. This was a quote from a New York Post lifestyle article. Diddy's cultural footprint was huge, said New York Post lifestyle reporter Asia Grace. Diddy was the untouchable man. There was nothing he couldn't do, no space that he couldn't dominate. There was music, pop culture, fashion, education, politics. I mean, my entire life, Diddy was the man. The civil lawsuit allegations have already cost Combs millions of dollars in losses from canceled deals. There was public humiliation on social media. There were more sensational claims spread like wildfire. Combs continues to deny the allegations, but claims made on civil cases can lead to criminal investigations and criminal charges, says criminal defense attorney Dante Mills. They move forward with the civil case, but the civil case they spell out what happened, and because of who they were suing, Sean Combs, it got people's attention, Mills said. The way these investigators work is they're just kind of out and about and looking to, and they have their eyes open and their ears open. And when they see something that could be illegal activity, they start to investigate. So that's the article there. So, Chris, how do you feel about that?
That's a lot, man.
I know it's a lot. Impact.
No, and I mean, we've known about this Diddy stuff for months now. We've at different points had intentions on talking about it, and for one reason or another didn't get to it. And even now, we probably won't do it as much justice as we probably should in terms of breaking everything down. But like, this whole thing started with one civil lawsuit from an actual ex of his that got settled in a day, maybe 2 days max. But I think it was like 24 hours that was settled. To now, we're at the point of actual criminal investigations for human trafficking. Like, and if you know anything about the law, human trafficking is not something that you want to be accused of, point blank, period. And it doesn't carry light time by no means. And so, to even be under investigation for this stuff, I think people always not always, like, over time, as the character and evolution of Diddy has been a thing, like you mentioned, since even before Big got killed, like the rise of Diddy and his persona. I think people always had a perception that, like I guess, like the article says, that, like, he was into certain stuff, like he was into certain things, but he was beyond the point of, being able to be brought down,
Right.
like, impenetrable in terms of, like, the 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 guy or the character of him. And so now, to be at the point now where, I mean, like, the way they stormed his properties is like they know something. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know something, and it's not a matter of if he's getting charged. It's a matter of when he's charged.
Yeah.
To me, that's insane.
Yeah.
Insane. And so, like, social media jokes aside, like, it's like it's ugly if you even close to it. Like, it's ugly if you even near it. I don't even think the article mentioned, like we talked about before we started recording, his kids being put in handcuffs, and
Yeah.
his kids being involved now, and, like, them facing accusations and allegations. Like, it is the definition of ugly. And it's also like to me, from, like, and as far as my lifetime, like, the biggest, like, fall from grace.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think I agree with you. I think this is the tragic thing. But if all this is true, man, that man go to jail for a long time. Long time. Don't get out. Lock the keys away and put him under the jail. If it's true. Now, these are all allegations. These are all allegations, so we don't know. But I will say this, like you said, if Homeland Security is coming in there and they suited and booted like that, they have some concrete information that says that you're a bad person. We got to come in there. Because if it was something that didn't need any of that, they would have just came regular suit and tie or something like that. Maybe a firearm on them, but other than that, they wouldn't have came in tactical gear. Tactical gear is when there's weapons, firearms, deadly weapons in there, and we need to have this on because we need to be safe. So,
and the coordination of it, like the coordination of all of your properties at the same time, is like, is there has to be substantial information here to warrant, like, this sort of a tactical, planned out, coordinated raid on all of your stuff outside of, like, your plane, like, all of your stuff.
Yeah, you don't ever, like, when it comes to law enforcement, you don't ever do something like this if it doesn't have the highest form of an okay. Like, you don't just go with a couple guys and say, oh, we're just gonna raid Diddy's house. No. Somebody has to okay that, and it has to be someone that is sitting pretty high up in the echelon of law enforcement rankings to say yay or nay to that. So yeah, I think it kind of opened the floodgates when he settled the Cassie lawsuit. Then all these other lawsuits came out. Which, granted, if it's for money, then it's for money. But I don't think all these lawsuits are for money. I think some of them are serious allegations that need to be addressed, whether true or not. They need to be addressed. Somebody needs to be held accountable for these. And if Diddy is found guilty of these things, he needs to be held accountable. And it is what it is.
100%, man. 100%. I mean, like I said, it's one of the biggest, like, I don't even want. I mean, like you said, everybody's innocent until proven guilty, but I don't want to say character assassination per se, but like just the biggest, like I said, fall from grace as far as, like the article mentions, being larger than life to, if they have substantial information on you, like you said, you're going away for a long time. So if if you found to be guilty, and you know, again, like you said, like it's hard when it's. I mean, he's a billionaire, right? So like, of course, people are going to come after you for money, but it's hard. It's just hard to imagine that, like, all of this is, like, not substantiated.
Right.
I hope I'm saying that right, but like, it's hard to imagine that all of this is like unfounded in
Yeah.
some form or fashion. You know, although settling doesn't mean that you're claiming that you're guilty of anything just because you settle a lawsuit.
Nope.
But like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, and like I said,
I mean, it's
we're gonna
sad.
we're gonna wait and see on this. It is sad, and we got to see what comes out of it. We're gonna pay attention, be very close on this, and we're gonna keep adding information as we see it, more information as we see it to this, and to give you guys clued in on to updates as well. So last.